I wasn't even mad when Luke missed that kick because I sort of expected him to. So let's dive into kind of what happened here. So second half, the Steelers marched down the field and they end up just tush pushing essentially this one in. And then here was just absolute disaster. Lamar Jackson throws the ball down the field, but it gets hit at the line of scrimmage by Hayward. And then you see Stanley ends up deflecting it into TJ Watt's hands. He comes down with it, and we've seen this look on Lamar's face way too often in big moments. I mean, that is just a disastrous play. The Ravens defense would actually hold up here, though. 3rd and 2, the Steelers surprisingly throw the ball, and the coverage is just perfect down the field, and it's incomplete, and then they kick a field goal. And then 3rd and 7, the Ravens defense wins here as well. They sack Aaron Rodgers, giving the Ravens a chance to get the ball in the 4th quarter and to come down the field and take the lead. And that's exactly what would happen, is Lamar Jackson is able to buy time in the pocket. He breaks that sack, and Patrick Queen originally dropped back into coverage, looked like he was blitzing, and now he's matched up against Zay Flowers, and there's no linebacker that's going to be able to cover Zay getting down the field. And Lamar just throws it up, leads him. You can see he tracks the ball, and then he comes down with it. Zay Flowers with the touchdown. But the Steelers would march down the field and score of their own. They're just going to run this ball to the right. The blocking's phenomenal. And just like that, the Steelers regain the lead. But 3rd and 1, the Ravens, they've got the ball, and they're going to fake it to Henry. They've got the line moving right, and you can see everyone on the Steelers is coming up to try to stop Henry. The issue is that, well, the Ravens, that's what they wanted, because they're just going to send Zay Flowers down the field this way, and there's no one there. And this is just going to be a walk-in touchdown. You can see there's a defensive hold in the, of course, in the secondary, but that would be declined, obviously. And then the Ravens regain the lead. But the Steelers, they're going to come back down, and they've got one-on-one coverage. And how is he so open? Well, the reason he got so open is because the Ravens, basically, they kind of faked like they were going to go like a slant and then just go. And then the Ravens DB to the left on the outside ends up falling down. And that's why Austin is so wide open. The Ravens didn't want to give up the first down, and instead they gave up the touchdown. So again, it just can't happen. Like a guy slipping, a missed kick, a batted ball at the line of scrimmage that's picked off. The Ravens just beat themselves every single season, and that's just the reality of it. Keaton Mitchell had an amazing return. I mean, just gave the Ravens a chance. They had 3 timeouts as well. Like, what the hell kind of happened here? How are you at midfield off a kickoff return and you get into a 4th and 7? Like, it's just ridiculous at this point, man. And then here's the 4th and 7. Isaiah Likely, you can see, is getting open. And this seems like an easy throw for Lamar. TJ Watt is also raining down on him. You can see coming off of the edge. Lamar knows he's going to get hit, but he just sticks in the pocket, and then he has to high point this ball, and then Likely jumps up and comes down with it, just puts his body on the line. Hey, what a freaking catch by Isaiah Likely that should have set up a game-winning field goal. I mean, this was without question one of the best games of the season, maybe the best game of the season, and it just ended up being a nightmare for both kickers. Boswell missed an extra point, and then Loop is going to miss the game-winning kick, and you can see it's wide right. And my thing about this game, and I know it's like the Ravens lost, so of course I feel differently about it. But if I'm being honest with you, like at the end of the day, it's just a game. Like people were attacking Tyler Loop and on his Instagram, like that's just completely inexcusable to do that over a football game. Yes, I mean, in my opinion, like the Ravens didn't lose because of Loop, but you've got to make that kick. Like that's just, there's no reason not to miss that, man, with the division on the line here. But I mean, hopefully he learns from it and he's better. That's all I can really say. But, I mean, this is just fitting for the Ravens season to end this way. I mean, they didn't deserve to go to the playoffs regardless. I mean, it would have been a miracle if they even won this game, given, like, kind of what happened. I mean, they did win, put together, 5-6 wins in a row or whatever in midseason. But, I mean, the way the Ravens started, I mean, they deserve to be out, and they are. So I'm going to break down the first half for you guys. First play of the game, look, you've got extra blockers up front. And look at the separation that they're able to create. I mean, this is a massive hole for Derrick Henry. And all he has to do is just blow by this DB, and that's exactly what he's going to do. I mean, Henry in the open field is just impossible to bring down, and he just outruns him. And on this one, you've got Henry, and it's a 3rd and 1. It looks like an obvious handoff. TJ Watt sells out. He's unblocked for a reason because Lamar was keeping this all the way. And this is the beauty of Lamar being able to run the football like he has his entire career, is he becomes a weapon now. And he's able to get to the edge, of course. And so on this play, the Steelers are going to end up sending everyone. Now, of course, they could drop out of this. They end up not doing that. And Lamar, he's just going to hold on to the ball. The blocking ends up being phenomenal, especially given that the Steelers don't really have anyone in coverage. And Lamar just finds Walker wide open. And on this angle, you can't see what happened, but Jalen Ramsey kind of bit underneath, and he just got beat. It's as simple as that. It's a massive mistake by Jalen Ramsey. But it's not really Ramsey's fault, because if you're going to send everyone, you've got to be able to get home quickly. And the Steelers just don't. I mean, and then Cam Hayward tries to put a hand up, but Lamar just touchdown for Devontae Walker. You'd love to see that. And on 3rd and 11, the Ravens have the Steelers right where they want them. It's a 3rd and long. The last time these two teams played, Aaron Rodgers was picking the Ravens apart, specifically in man coverage, but especially on those deep balls. And on this one, he's not able to complete it. I mean, I like the shot, honestly. You got nothing to lose at this point, but you can see it's just broken up by Nate Wiggins. I mean, who else, right, to that point? I mean, he's just been phenomenal this season, playing at an all-pro level. 2nd and 9, Zay Flowers is in motion. Hand it off to Derrick Henry, though. That's going to win you a lot of games. And here comes Henry, and he's going to be just short. But the Ravens, they were using Henry a lot, just like they did against the Packers. And as much as I like Lamar Jackson, you've got to play through Derrick Henry. You want to win, you've got to give him the ball and trust him, and that's what the Ravens were able to do in this game. And now it's a 4th and 1. This ended up being an absolute critical play, as they've got Cam Hayward out there, and he's just trying to push. You can see number 83, but he ends up getting short. So that is just phenomenal defense by the Ravens. It's very rare you see a team stop a 4th and 1, but the Ravens are able to do it, and you're going to see they're going to have another one in a couple seconds from here on out. At the end of the half, the Ravens had another big stop. So just another example of feeding Derrick Henry. It's a 2nd and 6. You love to get 4 yards on the first play, because now, of course, you don't feel like you have to just throw because it's a 2nd and long. So you hand it off to Henry, and he bounces to the outside and then picks up the first down and then some. Just an unbelievable cut by Henry. The Ravens would settle for a field goal, but, I mean, they'll take the points. It gives them, of course, a 2-possession lead. And then this ends up being just an absolute insane sequence. So Kyle Hamilton, he hadn't had a pass interference call all season. He gets one here. And then the Steelers, they're going to go for this to try to tie up the game. I mean, it's playoffs are on the line, man. You've got to be able to pick this up. It's a quick pitch to the left, and the Ravens are just all over it. Of course, you have this defender winning, and then the outside's contained, and then multiple more Ravens kind of here. So there's nowhere to go, and he tries to cut in, and he's not even close. I mean, he actually loses a yard. Just the discipline by this Ravens defense in the first half was phenomenal. I don't know what they're going to look like in the second half. I mean, I'll have a video out after this, but if it's anything like the first half, I mean, the Ravens are not only going to win this game, but nobody is going to want to come into Baltimore and play them. And that is going to be the Houston Texans, which they have the best defense statistically. But again, I mean, this Ravens defense gives them a chance against anyone, the way that it's been playing and the way that it played in that first half.